Shalom, all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to Akim teaching all truth and sincerity. Uh, this is gonna be called "We Are in the Days of Noah." Um, so I'm starting Matthew 24, verse 36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. So Yahushua is explaining that he doesn't know exactly what day or hour he's going to come back. No, not even the angels can tell him or what hour or what day he's coming back on the earth to establish the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua on the earth. So Yahushua has to wait until his father Yahweh tells him, "Oh, okay, son, go down and do what I tell you, establish the kingdom on earth, deliver the elect of Israel, the 1/3 of Israel, into the chariots, um, take down Esau and the other nations, it, get the earth in order. Get the earth in order like it is in order, like the heavens is in order. Get the earth in order as the heavens is in order." Yahushua doesn't know exactly what day his father wants him, what hour or day his father wants him to do that, but he will get that green light, come down here and reveal himself to us and the rest of the world. But anyway, it says Matthew 24 and 37. But yeah, Yahweh only knows when he wants Yahweh shot down here to do that. So Matthew 24 and 37. But as the day of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the day that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking and marrying, giving into marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark. And it's the same way now, because people are still doing that which Noah back then they were doing when Noah was on the scene. They were eating, they were drinking, they'll still be given into marriage and are still marrying and having children and creating families still. So it's the same way when back in Noah's time. They're still continuing doing that, you know. And when Noah entered the ark, they were looking for him and wanting to get on the ark, but they couldn't because the Most High sealed those doors and locked them out. Noah and his family could open the door, but it was basically too late because the flood had taken them out of the taken them had taken them um Slakia. When Noah was on the ark and it was sealed, the entire earth was flooded. So the ark protected Noah and his family from the flood, from destruction, basically, because the other people were destroyed, were destroyed with the water. I'm gonna read Matthew 24 and 39. And knew not until the flood came and took them all away, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Because it says, the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night, and also says the day of the Lord is darkness but not light, even gross darkness. So it's going to be unexpected when Yahushua comes. It's going to be unexpected for the 2/3, but it's going to be a glorious deliverance for the 144,000 and the elect, the 1/3. So it's going to be a glorious day for the elect. It's going to be a terrible and unfortunately uncertain day for uh, the 2/3. So since I mentioned about, and since I mentioned something about the flood, I'm gonna go to Genesis 6 and 5 right quick. This is Genesis 6 and 5. For Yahweh saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continuing. And Yahweh was basically pissed off that man was wicked, especially he was pissed off at, the generation of Cain and all the other heathens. And, he was pissed off at his creation. The human beings that he created, he was pissed off at them. So he decided, let's just start over. Let's bring back the entire earth through Noah, and we'll replenish the earth through Noah's generation. Let's start over. I'm gonna read verse 6. This is Genesis 6 and 6. And it repented the Most High that he had made man on the earth. It grieved him at his mind. So it grieved him in his. It says grieved him in his heart, but it actually just grieved it grieved the Most High Yahweh's mind that he created human beings, mankind on the earth. And the Lord and Most High said, I will destroy man who I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, the creeping thing and the fowl of the air, for it repented me that I had made them. But Noah found grace in the eyes of Yahweh, and these are the generation of Noah. Noah was a just man, perfect in his generations, and Noah walked with Yahweh. And Noah begat 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The earth also was corrupt before Yahweh, and the earth was filled with violence. And that violence has continued until now because it was reborn back in the earth. Because everything is reincarnated. So when Noah family replenished the earth, those people that were destroyed in the flood came back through Noah's line, through Noah's lineage. Noah is the father of the entire earth now, because he was the generation. He was the generation of Adam. He was the generation of Adam. So he brought back Noah's. He brought back the earth through one of Adam's generation. Um, and that what the Most High did. He just started over with Noah family, and he just started over with Noah's family, because that's what he did. Did a reset button. Except he used Noah to help out with he used Noah's sons lines to help out with the replenish of the earth, to bring back those people he had destroyed in the flood. But I'll read verse 12. This is Genesis 6 and 12. And the Most High looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. And Yahweh said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence there through them. And behold, I will destroy them with the earth. Make thee an ark of gopher wood. Rooms shalt thou make in the ark, and shall pitch it within with pitching. That's explained that Noah listened to the Most High. He built him an ark, and the ark uh, uh, saved him and his family from being destroyed, because he had faith and believed that Yahweh was really going to flood the earth, because he prophesied for 100 years, because Noah was 500 years old when he started prophesying. He was 600 when he went in the ark, and he prophesied for 100 years, Salaki, for 100 years, and when 100 years was up, he went into the ark. So my next scripture is Luke 17. I'm gonna read 26. It's Luke uh 17:26. And as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it also in the days of the Son of Man. They did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given to marriage till the day that Noah entered into the ark. And the flood came and destroyed them all. And yeah, the flood did come and destroy all those people on the earth at the time when Noah was on the scene, his family was on the scene. But Noah is considered, you consider him as the elect at that time. He was exempt from being judged because he found grace with the Most High Yahweh, and he basically was exempt from being destroyed, from with the flood, and he was delivered on the ark. And Most High made a covenant with Noah that he wouldn't flood the earth no more. That's what the rainbow represents. But anyway, like it says, people are doing these things. They're eating, they're drinking, they're marrying wives, they're giving into marriage, they're doing all the things that they used to do thousands of years ago when Noah was on the scene. And I'm read 28, this Luke 17:28. Likewise, also as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they drank, they brought, they sold, they planted, they built, and they're doing the same things today. When Lot was on the scene, because Lot is also an example of the elect too. I'm gonna read down to 30, and I'm gonna go to Second Peter. I'm gonna go to Second Peter, but I'm gonna read down to 30. They're doing all the things just in the days of Lot, and Lot can be an example of the elect, just like Noah. Um, this is Luke 17:29. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. And the same thing that happened to Sodom and Gomorrah is going to happen to this place called America, which is Babylon. Because this is spiritually Sodom and Egypt, where our Lord was crucified. I'm basically paraphrasing Revelations 11 and 8. It's this is Sodom and Egypt, because in Sodom and Gomorrah was a lot of homosexuality, a lot of bestiality, a lot of fearful and wicked acts against the scriptures going on around Lot, because Lot was a Hebrew living amongst Hamites, because those are Hamites, and those Hamites desired to rape those angels that came in the city to lodge with Lot at the time. But they wanted to lodge in the city, but Lot told them not to lodge in the city because Lot knew what wickedness was going on around in that city, because those Hamites were heathens that did wicked and evil acts, and because they're heathens, they do things that are against the scriptures, because that's how they are. They're heathens. But he knew of their wicked and abominable things that they do, especially with the homosexuality in that land at the time, because the Hamites are basically like the first homosexuals at that time. But yeah, they were doing wicked, evil acts amongst Lot, and he was vexed about it. And Slocky, but yeah, back to what I was reading is it's like fire and brimstone is gonna rain down here, just like it did in Sodom. Is gonna burn this place, so-called America, off the face of the earth. Um, But anyway, I'm gonna read Luke 17:30. Even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed. So when Yahushua comes with the chariots of Israel, um, the missiles are going to drop down here, and laser beams from chariots are going to intensify the missiles, but the elect are going to be delivered into those chariots. So fire and brimstone is going to fire is going to rain down on America, but the chariots of Israel are going to deliver the elect in the chariots and deliver them from that destruction at that time. But it's going to be, but this place is going to be destroyed, because just like Sodom and Gomorrah, it's going to be like a desert where nothing grows here. It's gonna be for desert creatures only. But anyway, to get to that scripture I was gonna read is Second Peter 2. I'm gonna start at verse 5. Read it right quick. This is Second Peter 2 and verse 5. And it says, "And spare not the old world, but save Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly." So Yahweh spared not the old world, he but saved Noah, the eighth person. So he saved Noah and seven other people, which was a part of Noah's family. And because the world was ungodly, they were living ungodly. But Noah was a preacher of righteousness, so he saved Noah, which, Noah is considered an example of the elect. And I'm continuing reading to 8. This is 2 Peter 2, verse 6. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemning them with overthrow, making them an example to those that shall live ungodly. From Sodom and Gomorrah is an example of what not to be, what not to do, because this will happen to you, because that's an ungodly way of living. And read verse 7. Deliver just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. And Lot is an example of the elect, because the elect of Israel are vexed living in this captivity that we're basically have to serve this punishment out until we're delivered, and until the elect are delivered into the chariots. Uh, they're vexed in this captivity, and in this punishment of this wicked place. For it says, "For that righteous man dwelling among them, and seeing and hearing, vexed his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds." And it vexed Lot even more, probably. He see two angels come in to lodge with him, and these guys outside tried to bombard his house and try to rape the angels, because they asked him to bring those guys out so we may know them, because the angels come, and they come looking as men, and they didn't come looking bad, because the angels are from heavens. They came and looking okay, and these guys saw them and was like, "Lot, bring them out, let me know them." But Lot was vexed at that, because and Lot was like, "No, I got two daughters. You can take them. Don't do what's so wickedly." And that would vex me if I had somebody come out of town and then they tell me to bring them out. So no, that's vexing at that, and that's an unlawful deed, and that's a very unlawful. My last, but anyway, that vexed Lot. That's a filthy, wicked thing that those Hamites wanted him to do, and he didn't do it because it was wicked. That's why he offered up his daughters rather than those angels, which was righteous. So that that shows even more uh why Lot was saved and his family was saved. Even though his wife disobeyed the angel and looked back and turned into a pillar of salt. So anyway, my I got two more and that's it. This is Mark uh 13 and 4. I'm gonna skip to 7. This is Mark 13 and 4. Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be uh the sign when all these things shall be fulfilled. This is the the disciples asking Yahushua a question. I'm gonna skip to verse 7. And Yahushua answers them and says, "And when ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars, be ye not troubled, for such things must needs be, but the end shall not be." So we have heard of rumors of wars, and we're in the midst of World War III. We're basically, our country's preparing for to have a war. Our country's being prepared to have a war. People are still unaware that we're in World War III right now. At any time, they can push that button and missiles can be dropped on America. But yeah, we're hearing the wars and rumors of wars now. We have war watch on our TVs and different news channels. Anyway, it says, "Be ye not troubled, for such things must needs be, but the end is shall not be yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there should be earthquakes, because there's been plenty of earthquakes in diverse places, and there should be famines and troubles, and these are the beginning of sorrows." And there's going to be a famine of the word. It's going to be a physical famine. Jacob's trouble is around the corner. It could happen anytime. And, that's, like it says, the beginnings of sorrows. We're going to go through something that has never been on earth before. A lot of things are going to come to fruition, like aberrations and animals coming out and mauling people, and just martial law and different things are gonna come after our people. Uh, I'm reading 9 and 10, and my last one is Thessalonians. This is Mark 13:9. "But take heed to yourself, they for they shall deliver you up to councils, and the synagogues ye shall be beaten, ye shall be brought before rulers and kings for my testimony, for my sake, for a testimony against them. And the gospel must first be published among all nations." And this gospel is going to be published amongst all nations, throughout the four corners of the earth. It's being pushed even more with the unicorn, especially in other countries. Um, and my last scripture is First Thessalonians, and that's it. 5 verse 2. This is yeah, like I was saying earlier, this is First Thessalonians 5:2. "For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so coming as a thief in the night." So the day of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua is gonna be like a thief in the night. It's gonna be unexpected, and some people are gonna be unawares, and some people are gonna have their mind is gonna be very open and understanding. It's the time of deliverance one for the elect and the 1/3 nation of Israel. And Yahushua, when he makes his appearance and the chariots are in the sky, that's it. The doors of repentance have closed. So we are in the days of Noah, and the time is now to get right. You know. So I'm gonna say all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Double honors to elder apostles, great millstone, and salutations you are can teach in all truth and sincerity.